So Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and we all know what that means at nowadays. That means that Black Friday and Cyber Monday are starting, and a lot of times they'll start like now. Actually, a lot of deals are already started. I feel like the Black Friday itself has kind of lost its meaning at this point. It's almost like just like one whole week, right? From like Monday to Sunday, it's all like all the deals just start. So a lot of people are looking to save money, get stuff really cheap, right? Starting now, even I guess a lot of places will even open with their doorbusters 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving, Thursday night. So I wanted to show you guys two places that you may not have thought of. And they're two places I've used before myself in the past. One place I used quite a bit when we would run our stores, trying to get inventory for the holidays, cheaper games that, we could sell for more later on as we went through the holidays through December when prices started to go back up and stabilize at that point. And the other one is a bit more risky, but the reward is much higher because the games are stupidly cheap. But there's a bit of a catch there. So again, two places you may not have thought of that you can find some pretty good deals. We're going to start with the place that's less risky that I used quite a bit, like I said, for years as they were doing these deals, and that's Gamefly. Yeah, that's definitely one that people don't think too much about when it comes to Black Friday, Cyber Monday. A lot of people think of like the big box stores or Amazon, right? Or Walmart, I guess. Their online shopping now has tried to catch up to Amazon a little bit, but Gamefly, they sell their games at fairly good prices. Of course, it's all online, so they'll generally ship it to you, and a lot of times now it's free shipping on a lot of games. And what's good about this is whenever I would order from them, it would show up in pretty good shape, actually. It wasn't like beaten up like I was kind of expecting, and it would come with everything. It would come with the case, the manual, if it was there or not, because of course a lot of games don't come with manuals, and the cover art. But here's actually their page, and they have some pretty good deals up, and they say free shipping on every title in the store, and that is all the way through December 3rd. So now through basically a point next week. Here are some of the games we can take a quick look at. Got Division 2 for $12.99, Wolfenstein Youngblood for $12.99, but then they also have like Spider-Man, which is, I believe, the same price that a lot of places have Spider-Man right now at $19.99. I think the Resident Evil 2 is a little more expensive than some places that have it at $20, so that's $24.99. But then you get down to things like Devil May Cry 5 at $18, and that should have cover art and the box, and that should all get shipped out to you. $18 for Devil May Cry 5 isn't bad. Even Assassin's Creed Odyssey at $15, Anthem at $8. That's still like $8 too much, right? Although I guess if you have some belief that they can turn it around, and okay, sure. Rage 2 at $12.99 is not bad either. And you also have Borderlands at $40, but hold on to Borderlands 3 because I got the other place we're to look at that's pretty cheap, even for that one. So let's keep scrolling down here. That was for PlayStation 4, Xbox One. They do have a couple of others, including Metro Exodus at $12.99. This is pretty good. You know, Metro Exodus $12.99 is not bad. Kingdom Hearts 3 at $18, and these ones generally come complete, like I said. So if you're trying to give games like as gifts, you can get away, I think, with ordering here as long as they understand it's not going to be in shrink wrap. It's going to have been opened. But hey, if you are shopping on a budget, maybe you have younger kids and you're trying to make, things work and you're trying to get them as much as they can, this is not a bad place to shop through because, again, generally you'll get everything you need to kind of wrap it up and make it look as new as you can. Sometimes you just got to do what you can to make Christmas work, and I get that. That's why we're looking for the deals here. Jump Force, which is part of the Fighting Game of the Year nominations at $15. I think they patched in that rematch button, so it's good now. It's good. World War Z is actually pretty good at $15. That's a good game. And then scrolling down here, let's take a look at the Switch games because they do have quite a few of them. The thing with Switch games, though, is they very rarely go on sale. Nintendo does not provide any kind of refunds or price protection to different retailers. So usually if you can find a deal, you take it as best you can. But they have like Daemon X Machina at $40, Marvel Ultimate Alliance at $40, Mario Maker to $40, right? So you get the idea there. But then you see things like Sonic Racing at $18. There are a lot of Lego games that are fairly cheap. But that's kind of the thing we run into with a lot of Switch games, is they don't go on sale down to as much as we would like. But Trials Rising at $17.99, Octopath is $40, although I thought I saw that cheaper at other places. They also have the under $10 and the under $20 sections. And unfortunately, their under $10 section has nothing for the Switch. There you go. Their under $20 has a few good ones. We already talked about Sonic Racing, but then you also have Valkyria Chronicles 4, which isn't bad, and they also have The Walking Dead as well at $17.99. Otherwise, though, maybe Trials Rising. Maybe you want Goosebumps the game, I don't know. But yeah, it's as you get down in price for the Switch games, you definitely have a lot of the good ones eliminated. But let's say you want to go like stupid cheap. You want to go as cheap as possible. You don't care necessarily about even the cover art or the case, right? And you're just looking for the best possible deal to get that game disc, to pop it in your system and play it. Well, that's when you want to check out Redbox. I know, it sounds weird, right? Redbox. Yes, Redbox also runs their own sales, and it is kind of dependent on your area. You have to have one near you. The game has to at least be there in the box, right, to pick up, but they do allow you to locate by your area, or you can punch in like if you're like traveling for work or something over the next week and you know you're going to be in a certain spot, you should check there. But let's take a look at a few of these. They have their Thanksgiving game deals up here. I'm going to go through, we'll say Philadelphia, because that should have quite a number of places to pick the games up from. And you can see Spider-Man is $12.99. That is actually up in PA, but $12.99, that's not bad. Now here is the issue we run into with Redbox, and why I'm saying this is as stupid cheap as we're getting. When I've bought games from Redbox, and when you buy them, you do not get the cover art, you do not get the box, you get the game in like a plastic case, and that's it. You also have to be concerned that there could be issues with the disc in terms of its condition. Now, I believe you can return and everything, but you are taking these chances, okay, when you buy from Redbox. It could be scratched, it could be damaged, it could be the wrong game, right? These are all possibilities. I've bought from Redbox 3 or 4 times, and every time I did, I got the game disc in its case, and it worked, and it was the right game. I remember back when Final Fantasy 15 came out, I managed to get it for like $10 within the year that it came out. It was pretty insane, actually, and it was from Redbox. So I have bought from them before, and it worked out for me. For example, here's Just Cause 4. That is $8.99. Again, no box art or any of that. Here's Kingdom Hearts 3 at $11.99, and you can see how cheap some of these games are. And if you just don't care about the cover art or any of that, you can get it at a good price. I couldn't seem to find Devil May Cry 5 anywhere around me, but that is also under $14.99. That's something you may want to search up to see. And the other issue I've seen is that Switch games do not seem to have a large presence at Redbox. I don't know if they're still working to get them in. I know it might be a little harder because these are, of course, physical games, and a lot of things are going digital now, so maybe they're feeling the squeeze and they're trying to decide, should we get these in? They're also smaller cartridges. There's a lot of things kind of working against Redbox, I think, when it comes to the Switch. But let me show you Borderlands 3. This is one of the best deals I've seen in a while. If you were looking to get Borderlands 3, all right, and we just talked about the $40 price, right? We've seen Borderlands 3, I think, at a few other places be like 30 or 35, even 25. Well, again, if you don't care about the cover art or the box, you can get it for $19.99 at Redbox. That is a very good deal for Borderlands 3. You may already rent at Redbox now, right? Or have gone by there a few times. If you're already going by there, check out the deals they may have already up at that box. You'd be surprised. Or if you walk by one and you were thinking about picking up some games here and there, it might be worth looking. Keep in mind, though, you can also rent them. So there's that. But let me show you also Jedi Fallen Order. Once again, no cover art, no box art, but they have it for about $40. You can see here $39.99. I had to change to New York because, again, no place in the area that I had previously punched in for Philadelphia, but you can see a couple places around it at $39.99. That's a brand new game with Jedi Fallen Order. They could pick up at a pretty good price. Death Stranding was also $39.99. Most games that have come out pretty recently, you can get for about $20 off at these locations. So for anyone looking for that discount, they don't mind missing the case. Maybe you want to print out your own cover art or something, I don't know. Still not a bad idea, again, if you're looking for ways to save and just places to browse and look for some games. I would check out Redbox just to see, and I would definitely check out Gamefly if you're more or less looking for everything. So you want the cover art, everything. That's the place I would look. Otherwise, though, it's going to be fun. Black Friday, Cyber Monday is always a good time to find some good deals. And I'm going to be picking up quite a few games, I know, starting on Friday as I kind of look around for some deals and to kind of fill up the backlog. Let's be honest, that's what a lot of us do during Steam sales and Black Friday sales in stores. But let me know what you guys think about either of these places, especially if you've had experience buying from Redbox or Gamefly. I'm curious about the Redbox experiences because I've bought there a few times over the past, I'd say 2 years. They were okay for me, but I've definitely heard some horror stories, and I'm curious if what kind of risk we're dealing with here when it comes to buying like a newer game. Like I just talked about Jedi Fallen Order at $40. What are we dealing with there when it comes to a newer game at Redbox? Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.